do it, Tom.
Alright, welcome back to 3D Cast. With Tom Blay, Philip Hope, Michael Wheatman, and our special guest this week, Frank Wheeler. So, tell us a bit about yourself, Frank.
Yeah, my name's Frank, owner of InSync Personal Training up in the wilds of Bolton.
Men.
The Wildlings.
Not
The Wildlings.
not NSYNC.
No, InSync. We're a standalone private personal training gym. My background is personal training, strength and conditioning and nutrition. So I'm a level 1 nutrition coach with Precision Nutrition, Canadian company. And also at the minute studying, and I've studied hormone optimisation with Mike Mailer and other people in that.
Right.
That's all good. Try to talk to me about.
What's that?
Yeah, that's all good. I think we should go. Like, have you heard of him, Mike Waller?
No?
I've heard of him. Kettlebell, power club, vegan, strongman, powerlifter.
No. Oh, he's a person.
Oh, he's a person.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. And he sells
Yeah.
this
He looks
thing.
mental.
Sounds like a superhero.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That'd be a good thing to go with because it's interesting. The hormone.
It all links in with the nutrition side
Yeah.
of it and the. So I chatted to Mike before. So sort of I go through what I do with a nutrition client with my nutrition cap on.
Yeah.
So first thing I do is look at each individual. I sort of look at nutrition the same as you guys would probably look at training and somebody's training. So you sit down initially to find out what their goals, aspirations are with regards to how they want to look.
Yeah.
Because 99% of the time they start off with a desire to look a certain way.
Yeah. Lose weight, tone up. That's the.
Yeah,
How many times do you hear that?
I want to
Most days.
get more toner.
What?
Yeah.
How do you get a six pack? That sort of
Yeah.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
So we start off that. Occasionally, and better, you deal with people who've got more of a need due to health, well-being, which are they're a separate entity and a better entity to deal with, really, because they have to do it.
It's a better emotional connection, that though, isn't it?
Exactly.
There's an actual goal, not just a aesthetic. I need to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the way it goes.
dramatic is life and death, but in certain occasions,
there
is a need to change for
Yeah.
operations or health or.
So how do you get put in contact with those people?
They come to me.
We've had
Right.
some big ones come through, haven't we, really?
Yeah, we've had quite a few. Got a few at the minute that are in there.
Give us some examples, because there's over a few years, we've had some big ones come in. Like.
We had a few with pre-diabetic. That's quite a lot of them at the minute. Heart operation pre-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to get down to a certain weight because
So they can
Have the operation.
safe for the surgery.
yeah,
Wow.
for numerous things. If they're carrying, I had a guy with a back surgery who's having a spinal fusion.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So he had to get down to a certain weight before they'd operate. One, for the risk of being an anaesthetic, and also the other risk of just the weight he was carrying, to be on his front for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So
True.
his need was massive, to get down to some weight so they could operate, so sort his back out. So you have people like, you have the general ones, which are heart, high blood pressure, etc., etc. So they're the ones you deal with in a separate box. You got to be careful, really, dealing with that, because that's obviously going to link quite heavily with their doctor and
Do you have
prescribing nutrition.
contact with them? Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to, because
They come via there normally, don't they? They come
Yeah,
via
they'll come to
the
you.
doctor.
with an idea of what they need to be doing and what they can eat and can't eat. Because you've got to be careful giving nutrition advice to people with medical conditions. So obviously I'm insured to do that, but there's still liabilities that you've got to make sure you're working with medical nutrition.
I think as like a PT, that's something I'm always a bit wary of. I don't ever try and prescribe, like, eat this, you should be eating this, because I'm like...
Well, also like legally, you can't, can you? Really? You can
not
suggest
allowed to.
things that they can go and do their own
You can't say, here's your diet plan, you're going to eat this
But
this
I
much.
think it does happen.
Oh, it does. You can give an opinion, can't
Chicken
you?
and broccoli.
Yeah, of course.
But,
Chicken and broccoli.
This much.
But I'm
I mean,
done.
sandwich.
Chicken and a rice cake.
Yeah.
One size fits all.
If you eat that, can I have 9 pints and
exactly.
Snickers
Yes.
per day?
It's like thinking, but nutrition's like CrossFit. Everyone's got an opinion on it. And everyone's an expert in both, and they're not always educated opinions. So you have that problem. The problems that I deal with are that everyone knows about nutrition. They know. If you speak to them, they've got a friend who's done a diet that works. I hate the D word, the diet word.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you say diet, people are, it's you're on a diet, oh dear. So it's such a negative, restrictive word.
Yeah.
And trying to get people to not use the diet word, to look at it as a nutrition plan. Every diet works because it's calorie restrictive. But what I look at is will it make you feel good about yourself? Has it got longevity? Can you do that for you?
Yeah.
And there's so many diets out there. Egg and tomato diet. My friend lost 2 stone in 2 weeks.
What's the best one? What's the best one?
Egg and, so that's a classic one that somebody came up with.
Egg and
That
tomato,
one. You've got the
yeah, that
cabbage soup.
Cabbage soup, yeah.
It's the classic one.
What?
Cabbage soup.
Cabbage soup.
I've heard of that one.
Is this a fan with thing or what?
Genuine.
It's
No,
a genuine.
it was a-
out
Cabbage
there.
soup.
One was like random things. It was like today I'm allowed to eat chicken breast,
Yeah.
and that's it. And
Because the
then
stars align.
tomorrow I can eat melon.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Just
that
one
only
thing, that
one
was it.
thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Mental. I'm
Yeah.
losing weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's so many mental. Even the classic ones that my friend got a diet from the hospital because they had to lose weight for heart surgery.
And they passed that
So
on.
I'm trying because they
Wow.
lost
Yeah.
loads. And it's just
Does that come down to the point the same as Truman though, that everything does work, but if you're looking at it for longevity, that might work for 6 days and you'll plummet in weight, but then on the 7th day you go back to being worse than
But
what you were.
the reality is most people can't sustain it. Is it sustainable? That's we can all go restricted for a certain period.
Yeah.
But it's going back to what we were talking about before. It's, what do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want to lose weight? If I've got somebody who comes in who's I had a girl who do jiu-jitsu, so if she came in and said, I want to train for my sport of jiu-jitsu, but I also want a 6-pack, it's like, well, those two, it's like a powerlifter trying to get a 6-pack,
that's
isn't
an
it?
aesthetic. That's an aesthetic and a performance goal.
Exactly,
Yes.
So it's
Especially in a weight class sport as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't, if it's like, oh, I fight at 60 kilos,
Yeah.
and and she's 7. Well, if she's 63, it's like, well, you're going to give up a load of weight if you want to lose all that body fat,
Yeah.
and you're going to feel like you've died.
Yeah, and your strength's going to plummet. And
Yeah.
I'm not a jiu-jitsu expert or anything like that, but I imagine there's a degree of strength needed to
That'd be hard though, wouldn't it? Like, if you look at a coaching side, like if she actually does want that, but she also wants to perform, to talk her around to your way of thinking,
Yeah.
could be quite
Your job
challenging
is
as well.
your job is to
Get them on board.
Make her buy into what you believe is the best for them.
And that goes back to the same as any coaching with with your guys. If somebody comes in here and wants to improve the snatch or Olympic lifts,
Here's a
It's not,
doesn't it?
Can you do small of all year round?
Yeah, it's
No.
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 You know when you sit down with anyone and like, right, I need to get better at like snatching, deadlifts, handstand push-up, pull-ups. You're like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
And that's the same with this. It's
Hang
like,
on.
Yeah,
I want to get a 6-pack, but I want to get stronger.
yeah, yeah.
So I want to get bigger, leaner, and stronger. What do I need to eat?
In a better time. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm also doing a marathon next week.
Are
Is
you,
that
are
okay?
you trying to go on Love Island?
Yeah, so tell us, like you were describing, like sort of the process. Tell
Yeah,
us
so
that,
I'd get them in
come
first, initially sit down, same as any coaching thing, why are you here, what do you want, what they're after. Then from there I establish a nutrition plan that they give me. So I'll say to them, before you come in, 4 or 5 days, write down everything you eat now, drink, the lot.
How honest is that usually?
Usually, if it says 2 pints, it means 4,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
It's you've got to go fishing for that.
Yeah.
I had people who put on there like, I have 5 cups of coffee and I work in an office. Right. So you don't have any biscuits for that coffee. Or maybe 1 or 2. So you have a biscuit every time you have a coffee. Well, reality, we have chocolate bar. So you've got to go, because they will write down. I've had some people who come in who are quite overweight and they'll present me with the best diet. If I wrote it for them, I could charge them. I could charge them.
Bang on.
And it's amazing. It's like, well, at some point, there's basic mathematics kick in there. That's about an 1,800 calorie diet.
Yeah. So it's not
You weigh more than me. You're weighing about 115, 16
One of us
calories.
is lagging.
So
Yeah.
calorifically, there's something missing here.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of an embarrassment thing, It's,
It is,
you know,
yeah.
Shame, don't they? They love them.
And that's what's crazy. Like you said, they present you back with what they should, what you think you'd want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most of the time, people have the
That's a
knowledge
trust-
to eat well.
I think it's a trust issue that though. I think
That's
when
definitely
they're trying to hold back something, it's because they don't trust you yet, so they don't really want to be honest with you. When you get to know them more, and then you, like you say, go fishing a bit more, and they kind of open a bit more, and then there's always an emotional attachment to something, and then you start
Cake.
thinking that's why they're doing it. That's why.
Yeah,
They're doing
yeah.
it. Then you can get a better.
You've got to get beyond there's.
Yeah.
You're right. I did a course once, and the guy doing the course, somebody wrote nutritional. He said, right, I'm in a room full of, there was jiu-jitsu guys there was trainers, there was coaches. Remember, he said, right, let's stop our nutrition. I'm going to read a list out. So we read a list out, you know, burgers, chips, pizza, you know, what are the, you know, hands up if these are good or bad. Bad, you know, right, all bad, yeah. Another list, all good, right. He said, so that's the 2 lists. You've all identified good and bad, you know. Who's had something from the bad list in the last 7 days? 90% of their hands went up. He said, but you're all educated, you know. You're intelligent guys who do coaching, who know nutrition.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? He said, so we've established that education generally isn't the issue. You know,
Yeah.
even with every client you've got, you slide a pizza in front of them, good or bad. They say bad, aren't they? You know, until you get them to the finer nitty-gritty of diets and and nutrition, how you lay it all out and put it together, you know, then you might get a few, you know, who eat too much fruit, you know, for example, because they think it's good for them, you know. But you're only dealing with a small section there. You've got past a certain level. So most people are in that box where they understand it, but there's an adherence issue, you know, and it's trying to establish with them what the triggers are, you know, what makes them, even though they know that pizza's bad, even though they've said they want to lose weight, you know, and they're desperate to lose weight and they want to fit in this bikini, things like that. What is it then that makes them on a Friday night drink 10 porn-star martinis and have 2 pizzas and kebabs, you know, on the way home?
Friday.
And then,
Monday.
lapse is over. So that's the most frustrating bit about it all. Is that it's right.
Frustrating, but interesting, really, because when you crack it, you're like, oh, mega. So some of the things that we talk about a lot about triggers and stuff and that. Yeah. Like, how do you work? Like, how do you help them to identify?
Well, the other thing as part of the initial assessment thing is once we've got through the diet plan that they've done at the minute, the nutrition, what they're eating now. So you look at that. Does that link back to the goal of what they want to do? If it doesn't, right, there's a problem. We need to change it. Also, in that meeting, you've got to look at things like, you know, what the job is, you know, what the social support is, you know, home, family life. Because these are all, in my experience, dealing with all these people, these are all the excuses, because that's what they are, for why they're not adhering to any plan you put them on or anything you try them on. I had one the other day. I did a 3-week plan. Week 1's this, week 2's this, week 3's this. And this all links back to precision nutrition, their pro coaching. Because as precision nutrition people, we don't generally do diet plans, as they're called. Because the adherence to them and level of compliance is 5%. You get minimum people will do it. Even though that's the biggest thing I get, is people come to me and say, I prefer it if somebody writes down exactly what I should eat. But they don't, because they don't stick to it. Because even this one, somebody said that to me. There's a 3-week one, there's week 1, nothing back. Week 2, sent out. Week 2, so I started getting feedback, you know, and pictures. Here we go, blah, blah, blah. So I saw this. Where's week 1? I didn't do week 1. Why not? Well, I didn't like the look of it. So I chose to join it week 2. You know, and that's, you know, why? Well, and that's the problem is that it's like a training program, isn't it? If somebody says to me, "Can you give them stuff to do at home?" Okay, burpees, but is there anything else going to do besides burpees? I don't like the look of them. It's exactly the same as with the nutrition side. So we've got to get past that and understand, you know, what the blocks are here, why. You know, everyone's got a trigger. You know, there's mental triggers, there's physical triggers, and social triggers that will kick in and impede people. So that's the hardest thing to try and find them.
That's the most interesting thing I find out of all when you guys identify.
It's interesting, and sometimes it's really difficult because sometimes
it's just people being conscious of what the actual behaviour is, and not just autopilot. Like you say to me, like, look at the way you go in the house. You go in the same route, same number of steps. You always go to the fridge the same way. You always get the same thing. You then go. It's just you're like on autopilot until you actually intervene and stop the behavioural pattern. Do you then like? And that's when some people can take this new information on board, buy into you, and then something will happen at home. You know, the baby's kicking off. Something's happened at work. They're stressed, and they're just like, "Oh, sack it. Just get a chippy."
And they will. And they'll always go for the same sort of thing. I did a course with the psychology of food. It's a place in a study in America, and they went about these triggers, and they said the brain can't attach itself to an environment. So if you're stressed one night when you set off and you go home, and on your way home you think, oh crap, we're really stressed. You went in a shop, you bought a bottle of wine and a bag of crisps. You then took them home into your house. You drank your wine, drank your crisps, felt better. The reality is that as you entered your safe environment of your home, these things would have gone away anyway, because you're at home, you're like, oh, keys down, I can relax, I can chill out.
Yeah.
But the brain can't attach to that,
Right.
you know, so it finds that, we're in an environment now, I can't.
Yeah.
But what it will attach to is the fact that you've got a bottle of wine in your hand, a bag of crisps, and you've eaten and drank them. So all of a sudden, that becomes your comforter. It's like a comfort blanket for its baby, innit?
Yeah.
So you've got that now. So the next time you're stressed, and you've had a bad day at work, you leave work, your brain goes like, well, last time you were stressed, last time you felt bad, you went to the shop, you got the wine and some crisps, and you went home and you ate them, you felt great.
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Yeah.
And that becomes
A system.
the cycle. It's like a system, and
the behaviour.
the way of dealing with
Yeah.
what they think.
Right.
So they attach to that, and it's like, and it's the same with your crisps. Your marketing people do it to us as well, don't they? Your Coronation Street, sponsored by Cadbury's, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So in the advert,
Always in
you
your
better
eyes,
get a
isn't it?
coffee, you better get a bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
So let's link them two together.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was when I was younger, and I think it was The Simpsons when it was on Sky One, and it was Domino's Pizza.
Domino's.
Yeah, Domino's,
It
yeah.
still is, yeah.
It's always on the
They ring the phone. Domino's Pizza.
Get his head.
That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time. Weird, that,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I found that like in, when I
Strong
like do you know, I get like working patterns and that, and then like I know I'm exactly going to finish work, then I'd go home and go through my same routine. Like I'd find myself like, just get a couple of bottles of beer at night, and then I'd be doing the same thing, and I'd finish them and be like, go more.
Yeah.
Like, and then it wasn't until I stopped doing it just for 24 hours, and I was like, I'm gonna get, no, I'm not gonna get a bottle of beer, and
Just
much
thinking
better.
about it.
Yeah,
Well,
I was just on autopilot.
The emotional drama you go through of not, I'm not getting a bottle of beer.
Yeah,
But you want a bottle of beer.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to have a bottle of beer.
It's
But you
like-
really want one. Then it's like that. And it's that's that diet thing, isn't it? You know, diet's such a restrictive word.
Restricting, yeah.
Isn't it that? Right.
You find yourself immediately,
Yeah.
for
The
the day one.
and then the beer or the jam donuts in my fucking
yeah,
becomes the forbidden fruit.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
As soon as like, I'm not allowed that.
But it doesn't give the same thing anymore. You just do it. You kind of like.
Yeah, there's a disappointment, isn't
It
there?
is,
Like,
yeah.
I look at the empty bag
There's
of
got to
donuts
be
and I'm
something
like,
better to do than this. Yeah, it's
That's
true.
my
Yeah.
thing. So like throughout the week, I'll be dead. Like, don't eat that. Don't
Yeah,
eat that. Don't eat that. And then, but I'm like, you can have that on Friday. Get to Friday, smash it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And I go through that cycle. But then when I just think, right, then that's when I'm thinking I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
And then when I just don't think about it, I'll just eat whatever I want. I'll probably
Yeah.
eat better than I do when I'm like.
yeah, because
So
you're
not
not putting any pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Are you?
How many people say that then? Monday to Friday, Omega, Saturday, Sunday, I ruin it.
Well,
So what's the way around that then?
most of them say don't say that, do they? They say it's Saturday. It's just Saturday. It
It's
isn't just
not.
Saturday.
Friday,
It starts
Saturday.
on Friday.
And then it's
Yeah,
like, well, I had
Friday
a
night,
Chinese
yeah.
last night, so fuck it. I've
Yeah.
already ruined the weekend. I'm
That's
just
it,
gonna go.
and that's
The bombs dropped. Yeah.
So what we try and do with Pro Coach, because the Pro Coach, which is the online system that Precision Nutrition use, is a habitual and educational tool. So it's a 12-month plan, which a lot of people freak out of.
Which
And
sounds insane, doesn't
it
it?
does it,
12
yeah.
months.
But you know,
Sign up for that.
we're 6 months into it now, you know, and people are just starting to get it. You know.
Yeah.
And it starts off and it doesn't tell you anything about food. You know, so for the first bit, it's all about triggers, all about why.
It's
you
video
do
lessons
things.
as well, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
a quarter of an hour of learning a day.
If you did it as a 12-month thing, it's so educational. You know.
Yeah.
I have to recertify for 2 years and do my online exams and stuff like that. And I have to read up on that. And most of the stuff I read up on is incorporated, you know, in this 12-month course.
Right.
So people could come out away from that 12-month course with habits, with education, you know, that will get them through the rest of their life. And that's what, I mean, when you first start, you get a pack which says, you know, you've ticked that these are the foods you like. So it gives you a massive list of meats, veg, fruits. So you're picking all them, I like all these. So they say, right, okay, well there's your list, that's your shopping list. You've said you like them all. There's your fats, there's your carbs, there's your protein. You've said you like them all. Go buy it, there's no reason not to buy them.
Yeah.
So the tools are there, but then it goes into the education system. It educates you on why you're doing it. It gives you little tasks. You have to go in every day to click on that you've done your habit. So it makes
Feeds back to you as well, so you can see
It
what the
tells me,
compliance rates like
what
as well.
they're
So
doing.
you can
Yeah.
tell if they're just fobbing you off, basically.
you put your measurements in, you know, but it's up to them. So it's very much it puts the onus back on.
Do you think it's accountability as well?
Yeah,
Is that
exactly,
what it
yeah,
is?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I've got
That's
to
why
do
it works.
this now.
Or why
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
fighters, because people do fight it. And
Oh,
just,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's quarter of an hour really a
the
day.
maximum one is 15 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a 15-minute lesson a day. And like, oh, I can't really do that. Well, you're on social media for
Yeah, of course.
That's
Yeah.
15 minutes.
That's all.
That's it.
Literally.
I mean, some is even quicker. You know, it's like literally you can either read it, download it, audio-wise, or you can sit there and listen to the little.
So you could
pop
just
in.
bang it in your car and listen to it.
Yeah, when I'm catching up, like today on the way down, I listen to a couple. So I have to do the course with them to know that, so I can answer the questions. My job, I keep telling them, is answer any questions, to motivate you, any problems you're having, things like that. But people take it as though, like, it's like, they come in and they go, like, I haven't had a chance to do it yet, sorry about that. Well, you apologise.
But I have,
It's like, well, I haven't had a chance to do it. And it's almost like, we can't we? Oh,
Yeah,
you know, is he, but I say to him, it's not mine. You signed up for it.
Yeah.
You're paying for it.
It's not school.
It's there. I'm not your manager to text you and message you to say, are you doing your pro coach? Because you get a message every day. So it's your system. But I honestly don't understand sometimes what people expect from it. You know, because it tells you these things, you know. But the ones that adhere to it, and I've got a couple of, or quite a few, there's about 20 on it, you know. And I'd say a good quarter of them have sort of got it now, and they're starting to see it, and you can see it in their results, what they're coming back with. And the feedback you're getting there isn't about weight anymore, where they all started wanting to lose weight. Because we've got this massive issue, haven't we, in this industry with, it's the biggest loser concept, isn't it? Where
I've lost this much.
everything's about weight,
yeah.
you know, the scales and things like that. Where Precision Nutrition, Pro Coach, what we try and do is, let's forget about that for now. You know, it's almost like a byproduct. It's like, you know, if you train hard here, you will look in better shape.
Yeah.
That is going to be a byproduct of your training. If you train your brain correctly in nutrition, the byproduct will be you will lose weight, size, girth, if you want to lose it, or gain it, if you want, whichever path you're on. But we've got to get away from that, what that scale's telling you. You know, I have clients who stand there, females who've dropped a dress size, you know, and stand there and go, well, why is that? Why is that? I'm not losing weight.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've dropped
Does
a
it
dress
matter?
size. Do you feel better? Well, I feel better. I'm sleeping better. You know, I've got more confidence. My energy levels up. You know, things like that.
However,
Brilliant.
Oh, that
And you go,
number,
but once I'm not
yeah.
saying that, you know, it's like, it's like a
I
meltdown,
need
like.
to get under 8 stone.
Yeah. What's the point? I've had a great week and there's nothing. It's like,
Calm down.
forget all that. You know.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest problem. Which it's the same as training. You know.
Yeah.
But I see nutrition as a training. You know, if you're going to train like your guys probably do here, with such intensity for us each day, if you can't then train your brain or yourself nutritionally, the two,
totally.
they're just going to clash, aren't they? So
If you don't feel your performance, then you're going to come in here and you're going to have no intensity, and you're not going to get any body composition change.
No.
You know,
It is back then, it's
never
before,
mind a good
because you're
one.
going hard, nothing's happening, you're like, I just haven't got it in us.
Yeah. You're on
And
the
having
assault
it,
bike
like-
and there's 40 RPM. It's like,
Especially for this, it all just goes so hand in hand, doesn't it? Because again, like people come here like, oh, this looks good, you lose a lot of weight, burn a lot of calories, but then it goes from that to, I just want to get better at CrossFit, and then that's the byproduct, isn't it? But
It's always what they say at the start isn't really what they mean. So you just take it on board.
you just
like,
think that sounds cool.
You're like, all right, but you're just thinking, that's not what you actually mean. What you're saying to me, what comes to your mouth now is, it's not a lie, but it's not what you mean. And then a few months down the line, when they start to come back with their feedback to you, and you see when you get people like telling you interesting things, you're like, now you get it.
So if you look at that, like your pro coach thing of like, people only actually start getting it after 6 months.
some obviously before that, some have had straight away and they're like, I get this. You know, I
of course.
understand
Yeah. But I mean, look now. If you look at you going, here's a diet plan for 4 weeks. There's not a chance people are going to buy into that. They'll be like, I like chicken. Oh, salmon hanging.
Yeah.
No, Mackey's.
But you get that on week 2. It was like you can have nuts. You know, they meant them coming like that. I don't like those. Or choose another fat. Use a list of fats.
Yeah. Don't like avocado.
But nuts are easy. It is. I hate avocado.
Can I just put a load of butter on?
Oh yeah.
Is that fine?
So I said to them,
Let's just have some toast with that though.
in one of your protein shakes, put in a dessert spoon, just whatever your levels are, of coconut oil into your shake, blend it up.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds awful. But you haven't tried it, just taste it. Oh no, it doesn't. It's like, I've got my 8-year-old daughter who does that. You know, it's like, I'm dealing with a 30-odd-year-old man or woman.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
Have you eaten anything green in the past 30 years?
Nope.
water. That's boring, I don't like
Water, God.
Oh,
How
no,
many
but
times?
can I have Diet Coke?
Exactly. Because there's no calories in that.
Yeah,
It's
there's no
like
sugar.
fine,
There's no sugar in it.
And there's no nutritional value whatsoever.
Water,
in it,
man.
But it's, you know, but but it is, I don't like water. And it's like, come on.
You're 30 years old.
You know, one of the biggest, one of the simplest things for weight loss,
Water
these people
consumption.
want to think is, I've had clients who've gone away and I've said, take one of them, 1.5 litre. That's all I need to do. in a day drink that, and they've come in, they lose 6 pounds in a week just by drinking water.
They've even got those new shakers, the bottles now, which give you certain times of the day, and it's got to be down to that level. They couldn't make it easier to do.
It's crazy. They almost need like
I know.
They almost need like C3PO just to go out.
Yeah.
Something to run in.
Drink it.
Drink it.
Yeah.
Drink it, Dicker.
Really well.
I had a girl the other day, right? Honestly, who come on and said, no energy, no this, hadn't slept, hadn't eaten it. I was like, any water today? And she's like, nah. And I was like, cool. And she's like, got a really bad head as well. I was like, no.
Also,
I've got loads in the car.
I just pissed pure treacle.
Yeah.
My piss stream actually stuck to me for 40 seconds. Then fell off.
So what's you weigh now?
90
94.
94. What's your 30
Is it on?
max calories?
It's on.
I'm going to do it in a minute. I'm doing it after this.
If you said to someone,
You don't even eat how many calories I'll burn in half an hour.
If you said to someone, what's your 30-minute max cal test? They'd be like, If you said, what can you clean? Or what did you finish that complex on? What would be more interesting? The complex. Last Saturday, what happened was, right, we're doing a quick... Tom's going to snap on this, but it's important to
He
mention.
already has.
Tom's 15 kilos heavier than me. Ish on a good day, if you
Something like that, yeah.
15 kilos, but I beat his thruster, and it's just he can't take
Right,
it.
I'm going to start now.
That's on the
18 months ago, I only 82 discs in my neck, and my right arm turned off.
Forgot
So
about
I'm
that,
literally growing my arm back, and my pec and my lat.
Fuck off! Actually, forget about that day. I just thought you were just weak. I go overhead, but I did forget there was a genuine medical reason.
Oh mate, I was in clip.
Yeah. Anyway, right, no.
Which brings us naturally back to inflammation.
Yeah.
And the hormonal response to food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what took
like
me my little journey from precision nutrition, because they do tap on inflammation. That's what took me to doing Mike Mailer's. He's an hormonal optimization expert and guru. So I did a little course with him, and I still find it quite fascinating of how each food group and food you take in affect your being, and not just food, like you say, environment before, you can touch on it slightly with water. Our body's made up of so much water that we've got to keep it flushing out. It's like the syndrome of lads who train their upper body, don't train legs, train the upper body, take growth hormones and take, T boosters, but you're not training your lower body.
Your biggest
so the circle of your of hormones around your body is ceasing, so you're taking more in. It's like just train your legs, and try and maybe activate some of the natural things.
Is there a lot? Right? Is there a lot of truth in that? Because the amount of times I've read Men's Health or Fitness, and it's like squat for more test. What? Is that a real thing?
It just to talk about bigger compound lifts is gonna naturally increase. That's all the same.
It's about the circle, isn't it?
But like,
things moving around your body, the pathways.
But when people
they
are like,
say, I want to get a bigger chest, but they don't train the legs. But so you're not doing the bigger compound lifts.
you're not putting your body under more stress, more like weight.
Which in recovery cycle is going to start the growth hormone release stuff. So they're missing out all like 60% basically, and just working the.
And the biggest muscle groups in their arse and things.
Yeah.
And they've no stabilisation for bench press.
Is that why your chest isn't that big? Because your legs aren't big enough to elicit a hormonal response.
Also, another point on this, I actually bench more than Tom.
Come on,
you can't be the truth. I bench more than him. 15 kilos less, man. He's quitting. Get himself an accident.
When have we not done heavy bench yet?
We don't need to. We did it a while ago, and I did. Tom was doing it. Was it 5 at max? 10 at max? 5 at max.
No,
a while ago.
Not done 5 at max.
10 at max.
I was doing sets.
Sets at 10, and I did it for 20. I thought he was just warming up, but he was actually doing his work sets. But I had to go and spot him as well because he was going to get guillotined.
It's all you. It's all you.
Isn't it? Yeah. Come on, move on. I'm feeling bad for you now, so come on.
So what we're talking about? Fasting.
Let's go.
Hormones.
Hormones, yeah.
So, what they say is a chronic issue with people who regularly diet is that they will be hormonally in a massive imbalance. Because that's one of the biggest problems they have is that, and to reset their system can take up to 6 months plus, but they jump from one diet to another diet to another diet because they read this and this, and it's the same as the men's health syndrome. They get men's health 1 month, that workout plan looks brilliant, that diet looks brilliant, goes with it, I'll do them, but 2 weeks later to get a new one, that looks better, so I will now pursue this one.
Or like some of them just put them in such a deficit that they've just got the testosterone of a 12-year-old kid.
Damage.
Damage. What we live and how we live and things like that is shot, isn't it? Really. So most people need a reset of the system.
Yeah.
I use fasting and I prescribe fasting. Not for everyone. It's the same as any training plan. Any nutrition plan doesn't fit or match.
It should be personal.
Yeah, even the monotypes and things like there's credibility in that. We use that with precision nutrition. That your smaller type will give you a lean to a certain thing. That ectomorphs and mesomorphs deal better with carbohydrates and and endomorphs. But it's not necessarily fact. It's how you deal with it. Same with fasting and things like. Fasting is a great way of resetting the body, letting people understand that they're not starving, basically. And that water is the answer to a lot of their issues. Because that's all you like.
It really helped with that when I was going to use the VU as well. It was triggers to eating that when I didn't need to eat.
Yeah.
Like, because I was just saying like, oh, it's 4 o'clock, better have a snack. Wasn't hungry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And not so much for me because it's not. I'm not in a kind of weird deficit right now. You know what I mean? But for somebody who needs to be more like aware, like consciously aware of what they were doing, it's a mega thing. So when they were actually fasting, like I'm gonna die, then half an hour later, oh, I'm gonna die.
I've actually had some water, and
I'm alright.
that's actually worked.
I'm fine.
Did you do like a window? Did you like intermittent? So do you like an 8-hour window of eating?
Again, with fasting, there's so many. There's a full 24 hour, twice a week.
One comes out once a week. 5 and 2 is it now or something?
Well, yeah.
I've heard of that one. 5-2
is it? Yeah, it's getting abused again.
5 days on, 2 days off.
Yeah.
But the 2 days you're supposed to be fasting, you're allowed certain foods, which sort of goes against fasting because fasting is abstinence from food.
Yeah.
Then there's a 16-8. 16 hours fasting, 8-hour feeding window.
Yeah.
But the problem again is people abuse and don't really understand that. They read
why they're doing
a
it.
bit of it, and they'll go like, I'm fasting today. I'm eating, not eating at 12 o'clock, but I can eat what I want after that. No, don't quite like that. You can't eat what you want.
Yeah.
So it's again, it's good. It's work out. Will it work for them? Does the day work for them? Are they able to take it in? Are they going to melt down in the mornings? The pointless if you do a 16-hour fast and get to lunchtime. And you nail with 3 burgers, because you're that hungry and you've not any water, you've not
poison food.
Anything.
That one.
Yeah, you'll nail it. So they've got to be psychologically and set up right to deal with that sort of thing. So it works for some, it doesn't work for others. But it goes back to that hormone responsive food and things like inflammation is something I'm reading about at the minute, my key thing. And inflammation, how it links to bodies and how people don't understand that we train and things like that. If they eat something. It should make them feel good. We all know about the alcohol. This is the classic going on to inflammation. I will say to somebody, right, go away and have omega-3s. Take 6 omega-3s a day. They will go and research that and come back and say to me,
we get pulled that all the time. Yeah.
I've read. They come in like that. There's one, don't they? Like, well, you said take 6 omega-3s. That's correct. Yeah. Well, I've read that's rubbish. Right. Okay. And you shouldn't do that. It's not that good for you. But going on about it, and this says this says that. Brilliant. Okay. What about the one about alcohol? Have you read that? What do you mean? Alcohol's bad for you. That you should have so many units per week.
But you haven't brought that up.
Yep. Yeah. I've read that one. Okay. Do you adhere to that? Nope. Well, no. All right. But you'd rather pull me up on the omega-3s.
Yeah, fish oil.
But you go to weekend and lace yourself.
Stuff that is actually in food. You don't eat because you eat the only chippy. The fish you eat is a chippy.
Yeah. And eat rubbish.
Yeah.
So that's an issue with. It goes back to inflammation. It's like trying to find them. Right. What foods do you react well to? What make you feel good? What puts you in a thriving state? You should wake up in the morning, and they reckon within minutes, a 5-minute stretch, you get out of bed. I might feel a bit groggy. By the time you've walked your ass to the toilet, things like you should be awake and alert to deal with life. If you're not
to drag yourself till 10 o'clock in the morning,
if
your eyes are
you've been to the toilet, you nearly fell asleep on the toilet. You've dragged yourself downstairs. You've stood with the kettle on.
Yeah. You've
catching another 2
10
minutes
weeks.
while the kettle boils or the coffee machine makes a coffee,
7
and then you nail 2 coffees, and you still haven't, something's not happening. There's an issue.
Yeah, you've ruined that.
Yeah. So it's like your sleep's not.
What's that like?
Weekends, man.
Yeah, this is. I love it, mate. I just
it's trying to get that into somebody's head. What you do, what you eat, should make you feel better.
Well, what about when
Not
people,
yet.
when they've eaten certain foods, and when you did the food intolerance stuff, and you did a thing where you took them off Because it took off everything, and then the
slowly
reset was
reintroduced it.
slowly introducing different food categories, see what they reacted well to and what they back.
Yeah.
And then when people would come back and they'd have like a strawberry, and the fucking gums would like inflame. They were like,
but I like
I'll keep
strawberries.
going with it, because I really like strawberries. Like, your body doesn't like them, so. I really do like
very,
strawberries.
very common ones like dairy, isn't it?
Yeah, so what would you start with? Would you just start with dairy? Obviously, you just can't stop eating everything, can you? Or can you? Fasting is that the point of the fasting.
You can use the fasting, or you can do, there's an elimination diet where you take out all your key groups.
Right.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, you take them all out at once. And
Like
it's even things like,
examples, like
well, milk comes out, bread comes out, most dairy stuff comes out, meat stays in.
Meat stays in?
The guy who wrote it, he's put meat in, don't do it with vegetarian, he said. There is no option. But they would take, but certain things they take out is like nightshade, paprika, chili. Certain spices can cause inflammation.
Well, do you not say that like sometimes certain meats could cause inflammation?
There is.
Like if someone just eats dark meat all the time.
Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah.
Well, I do food intolerance tests for people. I use a company, and people say it's strange, but it comes back. And chicken was on one we did recently. I'm usually surprised, but it does say in there if you eat something on a regular basis, that could show up in your intolerance test. Because your body is just sick of it. It's just like, really, chicken again. So that's what they say. You should alternate your protein sources per overnight or every day. Mix it up a bit, because people just get so stagnant, don't they? I like chicken, so I like chicken.
Peanut butter, man. I used to absolutely hammer it.
And then
make a way to get calories, and I'd start getting I was getting reactions to it.
But get to a point, but your body as well, like subconsciously, you'd be like, I am sick of that. I've had enough. I'm back on it. I've abstained for ages.
That'll probably do a lot of good.
But it's like supplements as well. They say the same. Supplements lose their potency
when you cycle on and off them.
If you're people who take it all the time and on protein shakes every day and every day and every day, it's 6 months. It's even it says on, doesn't it? Take this for 6 weeks. Take 3-4 weeks off, but can't do that, mate.
Save
pre-workout.
Save yourself. Save yourself. Yeah, well, the caffeine. Once you get
pre-work, I've never had it, It's probably best I don't have to.
That's definitely the best thing. Never do it ever.
So do
that's once. Caffeine. A nice coffee before you train. Coffee is obviously a regular thing. But even things like coffee, certain bodies, certain people's bodies have enzymes in that deal better with coffee. So we can maybe have like 4 in the morning. Somebody else have one that's getting a bit jittery and often a bit nauseous.
But then come up and then just come down big time.
So to them it's like, well, that says don't bother with coffee. I have a cup of I have a cup of tea and I get the shits. It's like, well, that shows something within the tea or the milk you put in.
You think it's basic? That sounds obvious. That sounds obvious, but it isn't.
Well, people ignore that because of they like it.
Yeah.
If you go, we've all had it. You go out and a load of beer, stuff like you wake up one, you're like, I feel a bit puffy. So it's just inflammation. You're just inflamed.
Actually, your face does actually swell.
Yeah.
When you come off it, when you cycle off, you drink.
Yeah.
Your face does it starts to go leaner again. It's time to go to beard.
I cycled off fish oil, creatine, beer.
Bad, isn't it?
So it's just interesting how those affect you, and affect each person, and the training aspects and things like that. But there's not really a quick fix to that. There is just processes to go through, and that's the problem. People don't like processes. The thought of signing up for a 12-month program that will educate them and change them for the rest of their life and make them understand food and things like that. He's like, oh my god, can you not just tell me what to eat? And he's like, well, I could tell you what I want to eat or what works for me, but I could write you a nutrition plan and it might not work for you.
Yeah, because you could go, I'm having fish and this and that, and then people are like, no.
12 months is that, innit, on the grand scheme of life.
We also
12 months to change.
We also change the next 50 years. And
same when we get pulled up for certain things, they'll be like, you said I have avocado, I went home and researched it's 500 calories, that's same as a Big Mac, and you're like, right. This is the biggest, this is the picture, and you're looking at the finest detail.
What's annoying is when you see it like published somewhere in like a paper or a magazine, and it's like, oh, there's more calories in 2 avocados and some fish than there is in a Big Mac.
Same thing with their coconut oil. They're trying to villainise that now, aren't they? They're trying to say coconut oil is just as bad as beer, just as bad as butter. And you're like, if you drink it like out the jar every day, heat it up and drink it.
Wasn't there a big thing like it was like the 60s where
they're trying to villainise fat.
They villainised fat,
cholesterol,
and they were like, nah.
Blocks your arteries, stops your heart.
Yeah.
And then since then, carbohydrates what you
Carbohydrates.
Yeah, eat this sugary.
Saturated fats is it's like, but any study you read,
Yeah,
you
but-
need all the 3 fats.
Yeah.
You know, and need a balance of fats. You need fats for your vitamin intake. You've got to have them. Fat's not the issue, but people still link it back to like something in the 70s. You know, like,
Even the ones that do that, even the ones that like understand the fats, then they look at something. Oh, that's got a lot of fat in.
Yeah.
Oh, you've just said.
And people come
Why
in
is
and
it
do
right
that.
in your
They'll
mouth?
say
Yeah,
that. He's low fat though. How about that?
I know.
Could care less if he's low fat. You know,
I can see things in supermarket yogurts. It's like low fat yogurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why would I want a low fat yogurt?
Like,
And
what is
also,
it?
and
It's
also,
fat.
Yeah.
what? And also, what is in there if there's no fat in there?
Well, what's to do with
because
it?
fat's a flavouring, isn't it? You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like- so without that, you have to put something in because no one's gonna buy it.
Yeah,
are they? It's
yeah.
like, you
Shit.
try- Somebody said to me
Full of
once,
shit.
I don't want to weigh protein that's got any sweetener in it. Well, good luck with drinking one that's
'Cause it's
not good
minging.
because it's just.
Oh, this is going to
it's
taste
stuff.
like shit.
chalk.
and
And I said
It's
to
a
sand.
byproduct of
Do
like.
you like cottage cheese then? Because that's as
Yeah.
close as a product you'll get
Yeah,
to natural whey and things like that.
Yeah.
And they go, oh god, eat cottage cheese just at the jar, at the top. Yeah, because that's what you'll be drinking.
Oh.
Well, no, it's alright because I'll put loads of stuff in with it.
Fanta and Coke.
I'll blend it
Do
up.
you like, for your clients, do you prescribe macronutrients or do you do calories? Do you micronutrients?
That's interesting because
Yeah.
on this side of the wall, there's a big thing going through now with macros and
Macros to suit your body
I'm
type.
not
I
a-
love how everything is. It's like a Game of Thrones reference.
I'm
North
not
of the
a-
wall. Do you want me to eat it?
Who wants strike 2 top of that? On top of you like a
What
fucking
was that bench press again? Isn't it?
Everybody else, your press will mention that. Anyway, that's what I'm going. No, but coming through the CrossFit world now, it's big on macros, isn't it? And I'm not. I don't disagree with it. I just don't do it because I don't believe in it. But I think there's better ways to coach it.
In your
If
opinion.
someone's like, that's got
Yeah.
so many calories in, I think if the people that it tracks are already quite obsessed and like
Everyone's
fine
number
details,
obsessed.
Yeah.
Statistic
Yeah.
obsessed.
I don't think there's a need to give them more numbers to get more obsessed. I think it's important for you
Well,
to track it.
It's difficult as well, you know, because again with the precision nutrition pro coach, we use like your hand as a
Yeah.
guide because it's simple, you know,
That doesn't
fats,
change.
carbs, protein, palm size, you know,
Yes. Yeah.
and that will work for 80% of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
client base who want to
Look better, feel better.
Well,
Yeah.
I've had clients who I've said that to them. Just follow that. It's with you all the time. Who come in and go, oh, I entered all my details into whatever it's called. I can't remember one of the calorie counting.
My Fitness.
My Fitness Pal is a key one. My
Yeah.
Fitness Pal. I'm like that. All right, because I find that easier. What? Them looking at your hand.
Yeah, I know,
So you'd rather sit there and
It's
and do
not.
all this and everything else.
Yeah.
And I came back with, but again, the reason that is we use that is that calorie count is so flawed in its because it's not governed really.
Yeah.
You know, taking American things like there's like 5 people working in the FDA or whatever. You know, and they don't go to products. You know, if you've got a pizza and it's similar to that pizza's got so many calories in. Well, that's probably about the same then. You know, they'll accept that as a guide. You know.
Yeah.
It can
So
be
it
a
can be-
certain percent.
Yeah, it can be
It
out
goes
by
away,
so and so.
can't it?
It's
Yeah.
okay.
When in reality, it's probably twice. You know, it can be like 20-30% out. So you're thinking,
yeah,
I'm
which is
having
big.
2,000 calories a day,
how
and
do
it's
you-
30% more.
Yeah.
How do you feel? So this is for general public who want to, you know, they want to lose body fat, blah blah. Blah. But then, how does this change to people who want to eat for performance?
Well, then you start going into breaking things down, you know, and you look at their body shape, their body type, and you start working on percentages, you know.
Okay.
But there's got to be a reason for that, like you say, athletic. When you look at an athlete's diet and things like, they have to do it, you know. Their livelihood depends on it, so they will do it, you know. So, but that is a massively small proportion
Yeah,
of
that's tiny, isn't it?
it is, and it's getting them to break things down and measure the food and weigh it out, you know. So that you would break down and you supplementing, you know, and things like that. The amount of people who take supplements who've got a crap diet is beyond belief.
It's a joke, isn't it?
And they come in, they go, you know, can you speak to my son because he takes 2 protein shakes, he has his creatine, he has this, he has this. Right, okay. How's his diet? Oh, you've got to eat shit. You know, he eats pizza.
Cereal, pizza.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like fat
Frosties.
strippers. I had a conversation once with somebody who was 30% body fat, and they said, "What about fat strippers?" Well, when you're 10% body fat and you've got nowhere to go, you know, and you need that little boost, then fat strippers will probably work. You know.
It's that big picture again.
Yeah.
Like, what about just a bit of training?
Yeah.
How about that?
And clean it down.
It's actually free.
Yeah, I think like
Green tea.
Yeah.
what you need to realise with all this, like the fat strippers and all that.
Chili makes you sweat, so burns fat. Excuse me.
It's such a scary film. It's like that's non-sustainable though. You'll have a fat stripper, and guess what? After you've smashed a few bowls of chocolate pillows in, you're gonna
the battle's lost.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy your Thermoball or whatever it's called from Tesco.
Grenade in it.
T5,
Was it grenade?
mate, the real
Didn't they
stuff.
smash it? Yeah, that got
speed, that isn't it?
Coming out your
Yeah.
Speed,
that'll
doesn't it?
work. That'll do it.
Yeah.
I've not slept for 4
Some
weeks.
of- yeah,
People buy it,
yeah.
and they buy into it, and they've got. It's like no, your diet's not that clean.
Yeah.
A supplement, it's supplements a decent diet.
It's
It's
got
not.
to be the afterthought, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's like the go-to, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna waste
Yeah, 'cause it's easy.
340 quid a month. You know,
It should be
stacks.
it should be details and it's
It's like 30 quid for
When
them.
companies started doing when the stacks first came along, when you could go online and get a protein shake, and because you bought this, you might want this.
And this.
Here's your
cream monohydrate. You're like, that sounds pretty.
Here's your
technical,
pre-alkaline.
I'll have
There's
that.
one
Yeah.
now, like I won't mention the name of the brand, but like they sell like packages now, so it's like the fat loss package.
That's what I mean.
Like,
Come back with
CLA,
3 bottles.
creatine,
Yeah.
vitamin D,
Yeah.
CLA,
whatever it is.
Readily available in any piece of meat.
What they should do is
Yeah.
should Photoshop
Yeah.
pictures of like microchips and pizzas and cereal and around it. Like, eat all the microchips and then the fat loss thing will save you.
The other classic with
It's
sports
kind of
performance.
marketing, isn't it?
Very clever.
Going back to sports performance, and you have these conversations. People saying, I read that
Usain Bolt.
Froome, whatever he's called, the cyclist, eats this and
No,
this
man,
after
Phelps.
his
12
training
pizzas.
session. All right, I'm a cyclist. I'm going to try that.
No, what about
Do
recently?
you do the Tour de France?
Yeah.
What about recently with
Nah, I do a bit of
Brian
road bike.
Shaw? When Brian Shaw's diet got released at 12,000
Oh, yeah,
12,000 a day?
Michael Phelps.
The
Michael
strongest-
Phelps, 12,000 a day?
strongest man in the
And they
world.
were like, he's pretty strong. They're like, oh, you just stop right there.
But
Before
did
he's
you
like-
see that one?
That's how
I
I
think
do
some bloke did the Dwayne Johnson's diet, The Rock.
Oh,
It's-
Pancakes.
And they showed
Oh,
his,
right.
and they showed his like, his transformation. It was shit.
Yeah.
You look the same. It's
No,
like
nothing
dad bod.
changes.
It's like,
Yeah.
I was eating all this, and then I finished, and it's like, okay, you're not Dwayne Johnson. You're not smashing.
his
Got cholesterol through the roof. You know?
Yeah.
He's not sleeping. You know, he's just spending his life
Yeah,
eating.
yeah. Shitting fists every day.
And The Rock's genetic lineage is
Exactly.
pretty
Yeah.
gifted that
Oh
way,
yeah, because
isn't
you're The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not 120 kilos of just pure muscle.
Yeah.
Did he used to be-
And
did he used to play, like,
smashing gear.
NFL level football?
Yeah.
So,
He's like Canadian.
Wait, was not
Yeah.
pretty good.
was not Dan John who said that about once? He said some guy once came into the gym I worked at and said, "I look like The Rock." He went, "Well, go away, get better parents."
Oh, it was,
Yeah.
was it? Oh, I think it was. Was it Pendlay to one of the Cal strength lifters? And he was like, "How can I be like Donny Shankle?"
Oh, yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah.
"Get better parents."
Yeah.
It's
Go
true,
away,
isn't it?
go and eat more. You know, go and get that first 25 years of your life. Do it again.
Yeah.
Don't be 5'3".
Yeah.
Do it
That-
better.
it is what it is, isn't it?
It's
That's why the
pinching
1% are the 1%.
1%, yeah.
We all can't do it, and
Because
that's
he
fine.
started
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
It's like you've got to say to people sometimes. People are like, "Oh, one day, I think I'll snatch 100 kilos," and you're like, you know that's never gonna happen. And it's
Yeah,
like,
it's always-
how big is your dick?
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah, that's it.
You can make it bigger.
Yeah.
You can make it bigger, but that's as big as it's ever gonna be. That's it.
Yeah. And that's all right.
It's a weird analogy, that. That's
But-
all
I know it's quite weird.
Not many people reach their genetic capabilities.
No.
That's the problem as well. It's like they aspire to be above them, but how about we work to get you to
Just your potential. Like,
Yeah.
let's be the best.
How many times
person.
do you all get texts off your clients on a Sunday night when they're like, right, come Monday, fucking that is it, I am honest.
Yeah.
Monday never comes. But the same things like in the kind of the talk of a really good game, action time comes, no action.
That's it, and that's why going back to your
Right,
question
well.
about dealing with athletes that's different, isn't it? Because it's like dealing with people with medical issues. You
Yeah,
either
yeah.
do it,
But do you know
or
what
you reap the benefit, or you take your rewards of whatever you're going to get.
it comes back down to purposeful. They've got a purpose, and there's nothing going to stop them from getting that.
No,
Yeah. Like for
Focusing a general population person on a specific purpose and attaching them to that emotionally, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's
Whereas
doable.
whereas
a
like an
wide-
athlete, it's easy because it's like if you're like this is how you're going to eat, this is how you're going to supplement.
yeah.
That's just as important as 9 hours sleep, squat cycle,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Why I mentioned that?
Can
What are you next to
What-
intake for
what
pro
is that?
coach?
Well, it goes on all the time, pro coach. So it's
Yeah.
anyone can start at any time. So it's
What is it?
I think
it's like educational online
12-month thing.
12-month
To become
plan.
a client.
Yeah.
How would you sign up to it?
Just email me.
We'll stick the email on the bottom of the. Not going to say show notes, Tom. So you a little mouth there.
Will that be under for 3D?
Oh, he's been destroyed, hasn't he, man? Again. Yeah, we'll if we stick Frank's email in the in the comment section of us.
What is your email? Sorry.
InSyncPT@hotmail.co.uk.
InSync
with an I, not an
InSync.
Just a Timberlake site.
Timberlake's involved anyway.
Yeah. Do you still do food intolerances?
Food intolerance we can do, yeah. That's £50 for food intolerance.
That's an interesting one.
That's
what do you need for that?
I'd like to do that.
You've got some hair, isn't it?
That's a hair sample. That is.
It's good, that.
The stuff you get back from that is really good.
What's the turnover? It's like a week or something.
Yeah, just over 7 days.
Yeah.
From when they receive.
That's
the
worth
sample.
doing.
So you just
That's
do that.
Is jam donuts on the list?
It will be on yours, I imagine.
I've not been that bad. I've not been that bad this week.
But I mean that is a key one for the inflammation thing. You know,
Yeah.
Sugar.
That's worth doing.
Sugar.
I might do that.
Well, especially because of like if you got like current injuries or chronic pains, if you're just feeding the pain with things you're already
that's
Red.
it. If you've got something wrong with you, you're constantly inflaming your body.
Yeah.
Besides,
For the people who work on it, that information is a key one. It can link to your diet and the amount of times that the Matt Miller stuff goes through it all. And it's not saying it is linked, but there's potential links to a lot of diseases, because of you feeding your bad food into your body. That your body doesn't know what it is. The chemicals, and, sugars and highs. It's just so I struggle with people who come in and say I have IBS and all that sort of thing. And yet, there's underactive thyroid is a key one. That's why
you just like eating.
So it makes you eat. Underactive thyroid make you scientifically proven eat chips.
That's a very common side.
That's died, hasn't it? It was around for a long time. I've got underactive thyroid.
But a lot of people have that bad knee. If you've got bad knees, so quite true, so I might as well stay heavy.
Yeah.
Well, you've got bad knees because your legs are shot because they're carrying a shitload of weight. But the answer's in most people's mouth. or plates. You could change your body by what you eat, and like you say, if you feel crap and you eat something afterwards, you feel like people got that. Oh, onions, God, I get bloated after onions. I've got wind and things like that. But that's not good for you. That's your body saying, it's not normal. That you shouldn't walk around in that state.
Don't fight through it.
I really like eating this, but I have.
I know it's bad for me.
Farts afterwards. So right then, well, your body's saying stop putting that in it.
Or I eat that and I feel I know if I go home at lunchtime and have anything related to carbohydrates, by 2-3 o'clock
that's the big one, isn't it? Office work.
But people do that, don't they? And they go, I feel low that time. So what I do, I have a bit of cake. For an hour.
Brings me up.
I'm up there. But then I drop, so I have some more cake.
Falling asleep on the drive home.
Yeah. So I get home, I'll have some more cake or something.
Just keep it topped up.
It tops you up. So instead of looking at you might not be eating enough, you might not be have an handful of nuts, don't like nuts. Well, find something else that's it's going to fuel your body. You've got to find out what you react well to. And if you have a great training session once, you've got to at that time think, what did I do today? That made me have a great training session, as opposed to coming in feeling like death. And having a crap
dragging
training
your way
session.
through it.
Oh, it was
There's also the other side of it. Sometimes like I've had a great session, and then they're like, I deserve this, and this could be Ben and Jerry's or Domino's or something. It's like,
that's the health club syndrome of the.
Well, I'm just gonna have a glass of wine.
You deserve the lattes.
Well, I did a study once when I worked here. Not a study, but the women used to come in every day.
Yeah.
And some blokes, I'm not saying being sexist. Women.
Do 3 hours of classes back to back.
They go in the class, do the body pump or whatever. Come out,
sauna.
Sit themselves down after they've been in sauna, swim, paddle about and things like that. Come in the cafe as a big group. 2 lattes and a granola bar or a patina later. They'd be like leaving. So I said to them once, you'd be better off coming in, sitting down, having 1 latte, then going home. Saving yourself the rest of the day. I worked really hard in that class. But you don't know, do you? You perceive you do. I burnt, it says I can burn 1,000 calories in that class.
On that.
So it is, then you've got that dangerous perception of, I train a lot so I can eat what I want to fuel my body, which you don't need that much food, Or the classic we have as well. Remember that one? I give a nutrition plan, and it was like 4 meals a day, three biggish, breakfast, lunch, dinner, a couple of snacks maybe in between, so a bit more. And people would look at me and go, I don't eat that much. Well, I think you do, because I eat that much. I weigh probably 100 kilograms. You know, you weigh 110 kilograms.
Yeah, you do eat that
So
much.
You eat that much
crap.
with less activity.
Exactly, and you what they forget is that the stuff you eat of this person who's not eating this much, alright, you'll eat less volume, but everything you eat will be so much more calorific than what's on there.
Yeah.
That you'll be happy with that, and you'll think, oh, I'm not eating that much. You know, well, you eat the calories are going in. You know, I hate calorie counting and things like that, but at a certain point, it basically works out, doesn't it? You know, there's a balance, there's a tipping point.
Yeah. Sometimes also though, you can't say, well, you're obviously eating more than 2 pounds of protein and 2 handfuls.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to say, you're eating this much, like 4,000 million calories per minute a day.
I don't think I ate that much. Well, you did, because every time I ask you for a food diary, you don't bring it in, because obviously you're embarrassed about what you do.
Because you've already filled it twice in 1 week.
I think it goes back to buying the trust. If they trust you, they'll tell you the truth. I have a couple who say, I've had a pint this week, I've not had a drink, I've eaten really well. I'm like, but you're twice my body weight.
Exactly.
I don't believe you.
So what have you
I
eaten?
don't believe you.
Just say, well, what have you
There's a
eaten?
point where you just got to be like,
Come on now.
There's no
We're
like.
pretty good mates now.
The
We
thing-
must be having a good
The thing is,
conversation.
people need to realise there's no like, oh, it's in my genetics. It's if you take so much in and you don't do enough activity, you know, then you're gonna put weight on. That's it. In and output. End of.
And like I say, most people. There's a thing once. Going back to this topic on this course I was on, and the guy who ran it said, if you did nothing but eat less than what you're eating now, so you changed nothing, but you ate less of it, you'd lose weight.
You'd win. Yeah.
You know,
Bosh.
that's all you have to. Nothing else. You know, if you have a bottle of wine, get half a bottle of wine. If you eat a pizza, before you eat it, cut 2 slices off, lob it in the bin.
Yeah.
Because you have to throw it in the bin before.
How simple is that? There's the best advice we've had.
Throw it in the bin.
Yeah, it's not.
And that's a really good thing, isn't it? Just put your drink. That's do that.
Because most people's issue is portion control.
Yeah.
You know, because they read it and they go, pasta. You know.
The thing is, like, if you said, right, I eat 2,400 calories a day, but I want to eat less, and I eat 4 times a day. Take 50 calories out of every meal. You've lost 200 calories a day.
Yeah.
Do that for 4 weeks and see what happens.
And one of the habits on Precision Nutrition and Pro Coach is, eat slower. So you eat slowly. So after 20 minutes, because obviously it takes leptin and ghrelin 20 minutes to communicate the hormones that you're full. So give it the chance, you know, to acknowledge that. Good tip though, if you want to gain weight, smash it for 20 minutes, because you'll get more calories in. So I do use that with the lads who want to bulk up.
Yeah.
But that's one. Number 2, eat till you're 80% full, you know, and then stop, you know.
Yeah.
And you're saving 20%, like you say.
Someone said the other day when you were saying about the eat slowly, she's like, I can't do that. I'm like, how not? Like,
Just
it's just jaw stopping you.
One of when we went to Tenerife last week, we were with Craig Massey, and he was saying like you should chew food 30 times before you swallow it.
My granddad did that, like, forever.
Shredders.
But he was like, but it would just take ages and like, finish your food.
You go out for
and it's a salad.
You go out
It
for
does,
tea
it
and
does become
cinnamon.
annoying.
It does.
And one of the things was putting your hand forward down, you know, between mouthfuls.
Yeah, good point.
And I used to do that, and my wife said, you have to stop that.
It does take ages, doesn't it?
Because it's like, I was putting it down like, on the side of the plate, and then I was looking around and I'm like, maybe so fast people eat.
Yeah.
The guy hadn't seen it, and she's like, right, stop it.
Yeah.
But it's just that awareness, you know. One of the challenges like that, you can eat what you want, but eat it really. So get line them up, that Maltesers. You can have 10, line them up.
Who was that?
And take 20 minutes to eat them, and you have
Was
to sit
that
there
PM?
and
Was that Precision Nutrition did that?
yeah, we have to save
Line
the
them up.
flavour.
Yeah, you gotta,
line them up,
But
pop one in.
Wasn't it a time scale? You can't have more than one every 5 fucking...
Well, you got 20 minutes over the side.
Yeah,
one
20
in,
minutes,
like,
yeah.
You got 10.
10 at a time, usually.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Normally like 5 in
You
each
don't
cheek.
Yeah. Until you are, yeah.
And that's these things that they go through, these habits that they try and, you know, it is trying to get
Just
you into a
try
habit of
things,
stop slowing your food down.
Yeah.
Slow down with your eating.
Yeah.
You know, eat a little bit. And at first it's like, you know, if you don't lose anything for the first month, it don't matter, you know, because you educate and training yourself.
Yeah.
It's like in here, isn't it? You know, you might come in, you've never lifted a barbell before. You ain't going to smash it in the first few weeks, you know, unless you're naturally gifted and you get it. So I understand that people are going to struggle, and I understand, but it's like you said, just be honest with yourself, you know.
Yeah.
If you nothing goes in your mouth without you putting it in there. You know, you've got full control over what goes in your mouth. Unless you're a goose. Yeah. But it is. It's like there's nobody unless somebody's force feeding you.
Yeah.
You've got full control and awareness. You see it. You're there when it happens. You know. So it's just accepting. You know.
Accept it. Yeah.
You are totally in control
Yeah.
of how you look.
Yeah.
Like you
can stop it as well. You can do it. You know.
You're totally in control of it.
Yeah, because genetics doesn't work.
I'm going to go and do this session because I'm now 35 minutes late for the PT client. I'm just meant to see him though, so fair one. You guys finished cracking on.
We'll just summarise it now, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Look, he's a bit lad from the army, so we're kind of covering his time. Because we won't just fucking film you.
Sweet.
So it's InSync personal training at hotmail.co.uk.
InSync PT.
PT.
Yeah.
InSync PT.
Yeah.
Still do food intolerances, still do pro coach.
And yeah, just drop me an email for anything that we've discussed.
I think we should do the intolerance
I might
test.
get on that, mate.
I still haven't done one.
I think it'll say at the top
do
of
that.
my list, Wheatman 40%.
I think mine would be like just bread, and I'll be like, but bread.
Yeah. If you think it's there, it's going to be
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know certain things that will pop off my mind now that I'm. You
Just,
know.
we'll need no. Imagine Stella came on mine now.
Yeah, I'll definitely get on that.
Specifically,
Yeah.
the brand and everything like that.
We'll do that then.
9 pints.
Yeah.
I'd ignore it.
Cool. That was awesome.
We'll do that.
Yeah,
We can do a podcast about the results.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we'll do it.
Should we all do it, all three
Yeah,
of us?
and then we'll do a feedback of what the results were.
I like that.
People can see it.
No, that'd be really interesting. Yeah.
Sweet.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Do it.
Thank you.
Sweet.
You going to do an outro, Tom? You want to do a...
We don't do an outro.
Don't need outro.
Nice one.
Nice one, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Good.